of I don't care because I'm not trying to stop anybody from using this. And you should be looking at it from the position of I don't want anybody to come tell me that I can't.
Well, that's what I told him.
You know what I'm saying? There's a different position to be looking at it from. You got both your phones?
Turn this around.
Oh, yay. I thought about you. I was like, I had like a little bag next to my door.
It's fine.
Is this your Christmas party?
I think so.
This is mine. So this is what I'm wearing.
Because I do have the other dress.
Did you get my Christmas party invitation? Y'all going to Christmas party today?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. After the show?
It's at 5 o'clock.
Oh.
No,
I'm like this early.
I just found out API Physical Therapy Christmas party is today, too. And last year I did both.
Okay.
Last year I did both, but that's like where a lot of the PI heavy hitters are.
Okay.
So if you want to do both, you can definitely in there.
Yeah, this is black-owned lotion.
Oh, really? Do I need to be on the list? What time do it start?
I don't think so. Probably around the same time as CCPA.
We gotta be at that black one on time. That's what I had told myself. I'm going to that black one. I'm going on time because I'm not missing the hors d'oeuvres and I'm not missing the bar. Like if I'm paying $125, I need to have my drinks and eats worth.
We got 10 seconds, y'all. We got 10 seconds.
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You don't know like I know what God has done for me. Guess what? You do know that he woke me up this morning, and if you're listening to the sound of my voice, he did the same thing for you, and that's just another reason to give him praise. Listen, every day above ground is a good day because it's another opportunity to get it right. It's your main man, Action Jackson, and you're rocking with the Brunch right here on Inspiration 1390. It is my favorite day of the week. It is Throwback Thursday, and we get to play all these throwback hits. In order to know where you're going, you must know where you come from. Listen, Tamara Fair is not on the air. I talked to her last night. She is enjoying Jamaica. I just got upset all over again because I wish I was there. But I got to FaceTime her and my main man, Otis, who has been there for 3 months, and told me last night that he is not coming back for Christmas. He'll see me sometime next year when Chicago is not cold. So look, I'm excited for both of them, but filling in, I grew up in the black church where, listen, you come to church, you better be ready to be on program, even if you didn't know you were. So filling in as the guest co-host for today is none other than our favorite attorney, India Rio.
Hey, believers. I am so excited to be here with you all, filling in for my good friend Tammy, even though I wish I was with Tammy. And Otis.
You and I both. Listen, you're a trademark attorney. You have to trademark. Can you trademark a sound?
Absolutely.
You have a unique sound that you must trademark because we all copy you. When you say entrepreneur, you say, how she say it?
Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. That's the Indian way. And you know what? Every time we play that commercial, everybody in the room mimics and says it the way you said. So we may need to get that trademark.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to. We might have to switch the spelling up a little bit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
let's
saying?
do it. Listen,
Okay,
listen, believers, we're gonna talk some hot topics. It is the most wonderful time of the year, minus how cold it is outside. Because my fingers are still stuck. It may look like I'm throwing up a gang sign, but I'm literally waiting on these fingers.
Give it a little gang over there, y'all.
I'm waiting on these fingers to warm up a little bit. But you know what? We're going to keep it hot in the studio. Don't go nowhere. Call as Charmaine from Uncle Remus Chicken, who's tuned in, always says, call your friends and your frenemies and tell them to tune in to the Brunch right here on Inspiration 1390.
Hey guys, it's Tamara Fair
and Action Jackson
from the Brunch Bunch. Now, your home is not just a place. It's a lifetime of memories, hard-earned and cherished. At Secure Home and Automation, they understand what it means to protect these memories.
I need to
As
sell
a
these dogs, y'all. I got some dogs to
dealer,
sell.
they stand guard
I got
over
some
30
little girl
homes and
dogs
businesses,
left.
ensuring safety 24/7,
I know somebody baby needed for
365
Christmas.
days a year.
And you know what? Their response
Somebody.
is ever vigilant,
I'm about to.
providing
That's my
top-notch
plan.
monitoring for
If I ain't have
burglary,
content
fire,
after this, I
carbon
was gonna bring a
monoxide,
doggy
and
with me, the
medical
quiet one.
emergencies.
Yeah, y'all lucky. I almost brought one with me. If I ain't had nowhere to go
I
after
almost
this,
want one of them dogs.
Yeah, I almost brought.
Charmaine, you want a dog?
Let me tell you something, baby. You know, if you want one, we can work it out today. I can have a dog at your house in an hour. An hour flat. You ain't gotta give me nothing.
Remind me to tell you a funny story about your referral.
Okay.
So go
Okay,
ahead
oh
and
yeah,
call
yeah.
866-447-3344.
Oh,
That's
okay, off air.
866-447-3344.
It's nothing bad
Call
believing
today
the
and make a
one
wise
tuned in.
choice to
Hey,
secure
y'all,
your
look here.
tomorrow. Secure Home and
They can see her.
Automation.
She on
You heard
camera.
the name.
Look,
Now
she on there
experience the
too.
promise of ultimate
We got
safety
3
that they bring to
screens.
your home.
FaceTime
Call
up in
Stacy
this joint.
Chauncey at
So no overall, what's going on?
866-447-3344.
Direct,
Stacy
you
Chauncey,
Oh.
866-447-3344.
Do you
I
have
want to hear
dry
praise him in
skin,
advance
fine
today.
lines and wrinkles? Or do you just want to
I
get
want to
what
hear.
maintain your youthful glow?
Yeah, no, I
Do
heard
you
that too.
need
I want to hear praise
Vanguard
him in
Beauty?
advance.
This
No,
black-owned,
not solo.
I want to
woman-owned
hear
vegan beauty line has all the wants your skin could ever
Yes, I
need.
got it.
Envelop your
the
skin
presence of the Lord is
with
here. You know, that's my
organic,
jam.
I mean, India ain't the DJ. He over there just click-clacking them keys, smiling them.
Yeah.
No, you can do
He love me. Even though he be saying my name wrong.
Keep he's my.
Often. Yeah, I never forget India Ramos, Ross. What did you say? What you say?
Ramos?
Yeah, he said some wildness. You know what I'm saying? That's why I need a black husband, y'all, so I give me a black last name. Okay? I
Your
can't
last
wait to
name
be
is,
India Johnson.
what, Puerto Rican?
Yeah, I can't wait to be India Smith. Washington Jackson, India Jackson. Yeah.
That's
Look,
good.
one of them names. Look, them is extra black last names for real. I need one. Hightower. That's a good black last name.
You know what? I've never known a high tower though until Justice.
I know a black Hightower from my hometown. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I know some. You know, I need me a. Every now and again, people call my office speaking Spanish. I be having to let them
You
know.
don't know Spanish?
Nah.
Oh man, we gotta get you.
My father Puerto Rican. Real Puerto Rican. My father don't speak no Spanish. Puerto Rico in America, in case anybody was wondering. Yeah, Puerto Rico is in America. And my father American.
Supportive Living would like you to tour their beautiful housing community.
But yeah, nah, he don't speak no Spanish. And neither do I, unfortunately.
Laundry and housekeeping services. 3 restaurant-style meals daily, served in our exclusive dining room. Daily activities and much more. Churchview supported.
Sharice, what's up? Sharice did a whole. I got pictures of the event that I hate I missed. We're gonna do it over big and better. But she was up speaking, so I'm like, what she was speaking about, and it was all about you.
My girl, Miss
Yeah.
Henderson. I got Sharice back for real. I
She-
do.
listen,
Sharice called me in the middle of the night. I'm gonna get up and answer. Oh, you need me to
That's
come,
what girl.
Sharice? I'm on my way.
I think everybody feels that way about Sharice.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, I'm on my way. I like Sharice. You know, Sharice keep it so real and just such a breath of fresh air.
Yep. The realest of the realest.
Yep, I was like, Sharice, I need you to hold me down. Because I had to get out of here. Because somebody, when I asked them what time I needed to be there, they told me 9 a.m. for a program that don't start till 11.
You know, they switched that time on me.
For a program that don't start till 11, had me there at 9 a.m. Y'all.
I was calling, they like, no, they changed the time. I'm like, what was they going to give me the memo?
Yeah, I was like, I got to go out of town. I'm on my way to Ohio. And I was trying to like get packed so I could go home for Thanksgiving.
Strategy for success. This ain't just any book. It's your
This is
roadmap to
my
running
water.
a tight ship while keeping the
This is my
vibe
water
fun
from
and
yesterday.
inclusive.
Out today.
Say bye-bye
I like
to
that
those
brand of water. I want some water.
And hello
Which
to
one?
smooth sailing.
This one brand new?
Tried and
Yep.
trusted.
Shortly.
Somebody say brand new.
Nah,
Nah, we just
grab
tapped
your
it
coffee
real
now,
quick.
and
Right.
let's make magic in the classroom. Where's the action, Jackson?
I'll tell you what's going on.
That's a trick.
So, what's going on? Let's get it trademarked in. India had, well, listen, I'm going all off script, but India has my mind always thinking trademarks now when I'm out and when I'm hearing names and words, and I'm like, you better get that trademark because that's good. Or I'm like, I'm going to put it on the t-shirt tomorrow if you ain't got a trademark. But nevertheless, we'll get to that. It is the most wonderful time of the year, and I'm going to keep talking about it. We are gearing up for our Jackson Action Coalition 11th annual Breakfast with Santa. Woo, 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 woo. Listen, I love this amen corner up in the studio. I got people clapping and everything. Listen, we are so, I'm going to tell you, yesterday I was not able to be here in the studio because I got a call that, and let me tell you how good God is. I got a call that an organization in Indiana wanted to give us toys, and we needed to be there by 11 a.m. Of course, I couldn't get to Hammond and back to the downtown by 12, and I was going to send my crew, but something told me we had picked up 500 toys. Shout out to Shy Gives Back, who donated 500 toys. We picked those up. When we left picking that up, we were on our way to Indiana. I was going to send them, and the Lord, the Holy Ghost, I'm not going to say something, told me you should go with them because I never met this organization. And I'm like, let me go meet them. Who knows what partnerships can come out. Long story short, we got there. I said, ma'am, how much how many toys do you have? She said, we got 75 for you. And she said, we're having a treasure hunt sale with all of our toys today at $5. And I said, okay, I'm gonna come in and shop. And of course, I had did my due diligence on her, so I went through her social media. I was able to see some of her grievances she had with people and people not supporting. So of course, God has been good to me. I said, let me talk to you. I said, I can shop and do all this. I said, but before I go in here and shop, I want to be a blessing to your organization. The work that you're doing is amazing. We thank you for the gifts. We're donating $1,000 to your organization today. She looked at me like I was crazy, of course. I said, this one must think I ain't got this money to give. But she said, you gonna give me $1,000? I said, yes. I said, we need more toys. I said, we're gonna go shop. She said, go buy me 30 boxes from U-Haul. And I'm like, what is this woman doing? I ain't got time to go shopping. What you gonna give me? But I said, okay, where's U-Haul? I drive a couple of miles down U-Haul. By the time I came back with the 30 boxes, she saw the box in my hand. She went in the storeroom and said, all right, store's closed. And her staff said, but they're shopping. She said, they can't buy anything else. Whatever they got in their hand, ring them out. She said, and then once they're gone, pack every toy in here up and give it to him.
Come on, God.
And they filled the
Come on,
U-Haul up
God.
with
Come on.
toys.
Come on.
And I said, you cannot beat God given. And I'm glad I followed my first mind. I'm glad I followed God when he said, give to this woman to support, because people have been supporting me. And man, I'm sure we have not counted them yet, but 2 bags were 200 toys, and by time we got out of there, it was like 50 boxes full of toys. So I'm sure we got over 1,000 toys yesterday.
Okay.
Now we are still not already at our goal. We need 3,000 toys, so we're at about 1,700 toys right now. But that was such a blessing. So I said that to start my begging.
Let's get
Start
to it.
my
Let's
appeal.
get to it. Yeah.
We are still in need of toys and giveaways. And not only, let me say this, she didn't only give me toys, she gave me items for the adults and the seniors. So humidifiers, some household electronics. We got drones to raffle off to some of the young people. And as of yesterday, last year we were able to give away 4 bikes. As of yesterday, we are at 9 bikes donated to give away. So of course, every time we reach a plateau, I move the finish line. So the goal was 10, but I'm believing God we're gonna be able to give away at least 20 bikes next Saturday. So if anybody's interested in partnering with us and donating toys, bikes, electronics, cash, we will take it. Go to whoisjac.org. That is whoisjac.org. We have over 1,000 families RSVP for this event. With that being said, we're still looking for vendors. If any of our attorneys in here would like vendor tables. But believers, if you're an entrepreneur, we have about 5 vendor tables left. I forgot we put this event on Eventbrite. And I told them in the meeting last night, I said, I think we may have, because Eventbrite usually sends you notifications every time somebody is registering. Maybe my email, I get so many I was overlooking it, but I could have swore I only saw maybe 5 or 6 of those emails pop up. This morning, I said, I got a notification, somebody signed up. So I said, let me go cut Eventbrite off. There was 250 more people on the Eventbrite list. So we are at 1,250 people that have RSVP for Breakfast with Santa.
You doing numbers. You know what I was just thinking? Maybe I should raffle off a puppy. We should raffle a puppy.
All right.
We should raffle a puppy.
Yeah.
Because I got some puppies for sale, some Palmadoodle puppies, right?
Oh.
They're about 12, 1 or 14 weeks old now.
Okay.
So if I'm raffling one puppy off, I still got one puppy for sale for a family that's looking to purchase one. But yeah, let's raffle off a puppy.
Well, look at that. A family will be leaving. Listen, I'm stuck. Now I was gonna try to buy one, but I'm gonna just win it in the raffle.
That's the raffle is rigged.
No. Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah, we should do that. We should do that.
And you
A
gonna
kid
be
would
here on
be
the
so
21st?
happy. Yeah, I'll come out.
Come out, put a little hat on the dog.
Yeah,
Let's make it dope. And you know what I'm gonna do?
That.
Since India is donating the dog, I'm going to buy supplies for the dog.
Yes.
Food, bed. I don't know about a cage. I may have one in my basement for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna figure it out. But
Make
you know
it
what?
all inclusive.
Yes. This is amazing. I love this time of year. We've been doing this 11 years. Shout out to my pastor, Bishop David Ty Whitley. 11 years ago, I came with this idea. I said, I want to do Breakfast with Santa. I didn't have a budget. And I said, I want 100 people. And my pastor, my church, they let me use our community center. They help with financial resources, collecting toys. And 11 years later, we are making major impacts on the lives of families in the city of Chicago. So shout out to everybody that has been supporting. Listen, go to www.whoisjc.org. It is too late to RSVP. We are at capacity. Every registration site has been shut down.
I was just showing up anyway.
Effectively today. But India could definitely show up with the pup. But listen, you know what? We're going to keep showing up and showing out because Attorney India is here to make sure that we know all things legal. And she brought a friend with her, and I'm so excited. So when we get back, don't go nowhere. Listen, we're in the Christmas season, and I'm praying that my deacon over here, look, my deacon Jarrell, go follow me. Jesus, what a wonderful child, Dr. Charles G. Hayes on this Throwback Thursday. Don't go nowhere. We got way more to share right here on Inspiration 1390. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I saw you praise his name. Was that one of India's song? We're going to play it.
Praise his name ain't one of my songs. My song, Praise Him in Advance.
He wrote Praise His name.
Yeah, that's my song for real. When I say that's my song, that's like really.
Cherie said we need a laptop donated.
Yeah, they gonna come for me. I got a puppy. I got a puppy available. I got one puppy to give, one puppy to sell. Somebody gonna buy that dog.
Okay, let's make sure we pump that. We'll come in a little early.
Which one do we, now we gotta decide which one we giving away, which one I'm keeping to sell.
What's the difference in them?
I'm low-key in love with Honey Girl, almost to the point that I want to keep her, because she reminds me so much of her mama. One of them real calm. Honey Girl, she real calm, and she real clingy. She one of them dogs that if she was sitting on my lap right now, she'd just sit here, quiet the whole time, you know?
Give away the other.
Give away the other one, okay.
Sell Honey Girl.
We're going to sell Honey Girl. Somebody,
the other
Honey
one
Girl,
must be
calm.
lit or something.
Yeah, team turned up. Be a perfect little West Side
listen,
dog.
I don't ever want the last. I don't ever want the last dog sold anymore. I bought a dog. The lady told me, she said they brought it back. I got one now, and I'm like, I should have known when she said they brought her back.
Ain't no returns
She
here.
wants me to get one for my daughter, but
her daughter, she'll love Honey Girl too.
I got enough to deal with just her right now.
How is your daughter?
She doing my baby so wrong because her daughter's so mature and like well mannered. I feel like she would be perfect with the dog.
Baby, Riley came home yesterday and told me, Jabari said I'm his girlfriend.
Now tell Jabari to back up.
Yeah. Calm down now, Jabari. I'm talking about Jabari told me I'm his girlfriend.
Hold on. But it was one day she was talking about him after school. You know how you kind of peep game? Like, she was like, Jabari is so funny.
No, my goodness.
So I'm looking at her like, you cool, sis?
Like, Jabari, not Jabari. Where Jabari parents at? We want to talk to y'all.
My son was at the store yesterday, snatched his hat off when this lady walked by. I was like, hey. Why do you have to take your hat off?
Because he's a ladies' man. Oh, hello.
I have a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. You laughed. I'm crying.
Listen,
that's like boom, boom.
Full house over there. Go ahead and retire your wife.
I said, I'm dumping these,
so he gotta
baby.
retire his wife.
2 and 1 is crazy.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Meanwhile, y'all.
Okay, fade this out. Let's rock and
It
roll.
might be a while for me.
I don't know.
You never
Speaking
know.
of,
Hey, it's your main
I
man,
talked
Action
to my
Jackson.
friend
Life
Joseph
can
the
throw
other
you a
day
lot of
from
curveballs.
Playpen
Sometimes these
Vodka.
life events can seriously hurt your credit score.
Marcel
Listen.
being messy, y'all.
You can buy
Marcel on
home,
the radio
a car,
being
or starting a
messy.
business.
All right,
Well,
up
lucky for
next
you,
is
the
Attorney
professionals at
India. We
Wealthy
about to rock
Intentions
and
are
roll.
great with
Attorney
credit
India and
repair.
Attorney
They can help you
Jack.
address all
Yes.
those inaccurate,
And you
unverified, or
practice.
unfair
Personal
negative
injury
items
law.
on your credit
Oh, I
report.
needed you
Yes.
yesterday.
One phone call and you'll
Yesterday,
walk
what happened
away
yesterday?
with a
Somebody
full
asked me, did I
credit
have a good
analysis
personal injury
and a game
attorney?
plan to start
Look.
And he
fixing
do.
your credit.
And I
You
sent
do.
it
You
to
do.
the
And
wrong
you do.
person.
Look at her. And you
And I
do.
tagged the wrong person.
Oh, Lord.
It's okay.
Lord.
There'll be more accidents to come.
So, well, there'll be more accidents to
Yeah.
come. That's what she said. More people will have collisions.
Who you give them to?
Dreaming of a new home or selling at a great price? L&S Development is your go-to.
Expertise in real estate and mortgage loans,
we make the
process
seamless and rewarding.
I got a good real estate attorney. We ain't gonna talk none of these stories.
Oh, we're not? Okay.
No, we going
I'm,
right
I'm
into it.
interested in these stories, for real.
But which one?
Sure. I'm
No,
both
we
of
gonna
them,
go
to
right
be
into
honest.
you, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy that the White House cracking down about them overdraft fees. And people need to know, because that should have been happening.
Well, yeah.
And then, and Hello Fresh, what's going on with these
So
youngsters?
we'll talk a little bit about it. I wanted to give you as much time.
I'm like, can the White House crack down on a student loan?
Yeah, like they said they was.
Attorney
Like,
India
come
Rios,
on, y'all.
your one-stop shop
You're
for
a
trademark
one-stop
services.
shop.
Whether
Did
you're
you hear
launching a new business or
entrepreneurs?
safeguarding an established one, I will guide you through
They be at
every
my
step
neck in
of the
here.
trademark
Like,
process.
did you hear
Secure your brand's future
entrepreneurs?
today. Call 773-455-0711. That's 773-455-0711. And for a limited time, get $100 off with the promo code Brunch. And remember, call Attorney India Rios to secure the brand and the bag. Churchview Supported Living would like you to tour their beautiful housing community
Their
ahead
beautiful
of the
housing
holidays
community.
with studios and one-bedroom apartments, 24-hour care, medication reminders, laundry and housekeeping services, 3 restaurant-style meals daily served in our exclusive
Hold
dining
on.
room.
So this her too.
Activities and
I
much
saw
more.
her teacher when I
Churchview
dropped her
Supported
off
Living is
about what she
located at
said. She was like,
2626 West 63rd Street.
they do play
Get to
together
your
a lot.
choice
I
today.
said,
Call
nice being messy.
So well, they do be hanging. You know what? They is always in the sandbox.
See you soon. Call 773-471-4444.
I would have been cracking up.
Churchview Supportive Living is an
For
equal
real.
housing opportunity.
Hey, brunch bunchers.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Money Mika coming to you
She need to
to let
trademark
you
that.
know about the wine and wealth that we have every single month to show you how to make some money, grow some money, and keep your money rolling. Make sure that you come visit us at the Wine and Wealth.
Come on, Mika
Wednesday.
sounding all
It's going to
smooth
be
with it. I'm gonna have to call my girl.
Just text money
It's
to
Money
815.
Mika. Okay,
Did you go last night?
Casanova voice. Come on, girl.
Oh, y'all missed a good time, Jarrell.
6772, and I'll see you there.
It's time for Trademark Talk with Attorney India Rios right here on the Brunch Bunch.
Well, of course, none other than the amazing, I'm trying to think about all these words and my mind is still cold. But listen.
I thought I was the trap attorney. The
trap
and trademark attorney.
That's what I
The
was
trap
trying
and
to figure
trademark
out.
attorney. That's what we gonna
The
have to call
trap
myself.
and trademark attorney. We got to trademark the trap and trademark. Listen, Attorney India is back with us, and we're always so excited because she leaves us thinking and protected. And you know what? There's nothing like knowing how to protect yourself in business, because if you don't, you can lose a lot of money. So welcome back, Attorney India. Woo, 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 woo.
Thank you guys so much for having me. I'm always so happy to be here. Today I got a little message for you.
Uh-oh,
Right,
Reverend.
right. Yeah, I'm coming with the message. If at first you don't succeed, please dust yourself off and try again.
All right, Aaliyah.
Because if Beyonce willing to try again, you should be willing to try again too. And that's what I want to talk about today. Beyonce having her way with it, okay?
Okay.
So, about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, Beyonce tried to trademark Blue Ivy, right? And we all know why. That would be a good trademark for her to be in her umbrella, under her wheelhouse. She
Her
does have a
daughter's
daughter
name.
named Blue Ivy, right? And we know that Blue Ivy is going to be a star
So is a
of some
star. She's
variety. She is a
already, she in
star
the
for real,
Lion
you know what I'm
King. She
saying?
in the Lion
Yeah,
King.
Blue Ivy is a star. Just going to be a star. You know, I don't want to give her too much gas too early in her life. But anyway, we know about Blue Ivy. So Beyonce had tried to trademark Blue Ivy about 12 years ago, and she was unsuccessful. Another company, BGK Trademark Holdings, wanted to. No, I take that back. Not BGK Holdings. Another company was already in ownership. A clothing brand that was based out of Wisconsin was in ownership of a mark that could be confusingly similar to Blue Ivy's name, right? But the true lesson here is that trademark rights are based in consumer recognition, right? So while you may have somebody who's already been registered, somebody who's much bigger, much more well known could blow up, and they could become who consumers think of when they hear something. So while you might have had a mark that you have registered in the past, right? If you lose your distinctiveness because somebody else comes along inadvertently, not through infringement, right? Just by way of existing, has built up the source and the consumer recognition in the name. Because when we hear Blue Ivy, we don't think about a clothing brand company in Wisconsin.
No.
Right? Nobody thinks about a clothing company in Wisconsin. When you hear Blue Ivy, we think about Beyonce's daughter.
Wow.
So because we think about Beyonce's daughter, trademark rights need to protect Beyonce's daughter from potential infringers trying to infringe on her likeness. Even if she doesn't have a registration, it's taking care of people being able to pass off. It's taking care of people being able to create an affiliation or association in any way, shape, or form with someone or something that they are not affiliated with, because that would be deceptive to consumers, right? And consumer search costs is what's most important to the USPTO, right? That's the most important thing, is making sure that consumers aren't confused. So it's not always about being first. It's not always about being registered. You got to remember that recognition matters.
That's interesting.
Brand recognition matters. And if somebody comes along and they more famous than you and they're more or better recognized than you are, that could be a problem.
So, Blue Ivy has blown up this company.
Pretty much.
So, did she get the trademark, or do she not need one, or?
So her trademark is being registered for the classes that they're registering her trademark in. The USPTO is going to issue a limitation to the current mark holders.
So they can't do anything outside of what they're currently doing.
What they currently doing. And then they won't be able to expand into any classes that would be within Blue Ivy's peripheral areas, right? So like we know that she owned Lion King. Merch is coming. Products are coming, right? We know that she could be involved in this dance, choreo, entertainment services. Yeah. We know that she could start dropping clothing, things of that nature for people. So anything that could be considered within her wheelhouse, they're going to be excluded from expanding into those areas.
That is crazy.
So yeah, trademark rights are based in brand recognition. But this is a message too, though, for my clients or for people that I have interacted with who I've told, you could register this, but you don't have the source identification that you need to be on the primary register. The USPTO has a primary registry and they have a secondary registry, right? People can go on the secondary registry until you build up enough brand identity in your brand, until you build up that consumer recognition. You could be on the secondary registry until you can be moved onto the primary. So again, the message here is, if at first you don't succeed, try again. If you applied for a primary registration and then you didn't obtain it, go on the secondary registry if you truly are associated or connected to that name. Build up that brand recognition and do the work necessary so that you can move from the secondary registry to the primary one. It's more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah, but that's why you have to have a good and competent attorney to help you, because if you don't, you will be slacking. That's
Absolutely.
interesting. So Blue Ivy, the store is not going to trademark heaven though. Okay.
It's not going to trademark heaven.
Okay.
But it's getting some modifications.
Is trademark heaven trademarked?
I doubt it. I doubt it.
We may have to
you
get
think
that.
that's descriptive?
It is.
Or is it suggestive?
Do
y'all remember that I taught y'all that? The differences between, fanciful, arbitrary, descriptive,
I'm too cold to be
and
thinking.
generic
I can't
marks.
remember.
Because I was going to quiz y'all a little bit
I think it's
today.
descriptive.
You think it's because it's describing a place?
Yes.
Is trademark heaven a real place, though?
No.
Do that make it fanciful in a sense? Because it's made up? The words are real, so...
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe because it's your game.
Maybe, okay, so we could register it as a game.
Yes.
Entertainment services, maybe we could be in like class 41 with that.
Because then other trademark attorneys may want to start playing trademark heaven.
Yeah, and I might want to issue a license for that and charge them.
Oh, see? That's why you need a good attorney and a great business consultant.
Come on, business consulting.
Because listen, we thinking about the money. Listen, but you know what? You always educated, and it's funny how I have conversations with people who don't understand the importance of trademarks. But I will say that I was ignorant to it as well until I met you. I'm wondering, did I meet you and then have my issues, or did I have them issues and then meet you? Because maybe you brought all them issues because I was hanging with you.
I brought the issues, y'all. Now it's on me. It's on me now. Come on.
So in my 21 years of business,
I ain't had no problems with no trademarks.
I had no problems with no trademark. I get with a trademark attorney and I run into every problem you can think of. But no, honestly, I'm glad it happened because now I can educate my clients. And in my case, I was issued a cease and desist because of a company I started named. They didn't want it, and I spent all that money on apps and websites and logos. It was like, bam, 2 months later, we got to switch it all up. And then on the flip side, I had to issue one because somebody stole my business name.
It's a crazy world, and that's how it be when you build a business on a brand you don't own. Like I always say, you wouldn't build a house on a lot that you do not own. You would not make that investment. So when you making an investment in a brand, you definitely want to make sure that you own it.
Yeah.
You have to take ownership.
So for all of you entrepreneurs who have brands, who have business names, trust me, somebody told me at lunch, well, I don't think I ever want to make money on this name. And I said, well, I don't think it's about just making money on the name. It's owning that name so nobody else is using it and confusing people.
Or think about it like this, because like I said, I've had people tell me like, well, I don't care if somebody else uses it. I don't care if somebody else uses the name. Well, that's not the only thing that you got to be concerned with. You got to be concerned with somebody else telling you that you can't use it.
Yeah.
Because they've taken ownership, right? But
so it's the Christmas season. What you give? Please say you got something for the believers, a special or something, because it's Christmas time.
Listen, use the code Brunch Bunch, save $100.
And how can they? What's the website?
The website is www.711lawgroup.com.
Say it
That's
one
the
more time for the people in the back.
www.711lawgroup.com. And I brought y'all a gift today. Anyways.
A puppy.
No, I didn't. But I got puppies for sale. Okay. I
tell me how they check on your Instagram to see the puppies.
Check on my Instagram to see the puppies, or you can go to Pawfect, PAWFECT _pups, PUPZ _shy. They have their own page, Pawfect Pups.
Oh, I thought that was a website.
Yeah, no, that's
my business consultant hat was coming on.
That's their Instagram, Pawfect Pups. Pawfect Pups Chicago, so you can go on there and see them, or you can be on my Instagram, India _Esquire _711.
Okay.
There's tons of puppy content on there as well, but the pups need a home. I actually brought you guys a different gift because I don't want anybody to fumble a bag, right?
Yes.
Because it could be bag season. So I brought Attorney Jasmine.
Woo!
Hey, believers.
Welcome back. Now listen, I think I'm pretty strategic, and I was telling my little bro, shout out to Attorney Yoshi.
Yes,
yes. Love Yoshi.
I said, I love connecting with attorneys and befriending attorneys and accountants and doctors, but especially attorneys. If you are smart, you want to be connected with some attorneys because you never know when you're going to need a good friend that's a competent attorney to come to your rescue. So, Attorney Jasmine Hassan.
Yes,
Oh,
Jasmine Hassan.
I said that right. Welcome back to the Brunch Bunch. Now,
Thank
you
you.
two practice two different types of law. Tell us what you practice.
So I do personal injury
Hmm.
and workers' compensation. So car accidents, so slip and falls, and then also work injuries are all under my umbrella.
So, I know a lot about personal injury. And I think everybody kind of knows personal injury. You get in that accident. Trust me. Somebody, my mind. I was at the school dropping off toys, and they said, "Did you hear? So and so daughter's got an accident in the Uber." And I'm like, "Are they okay?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, they finna get paid. Call my personal injury lawyer." But those are the type of things. First you make sure you're okay, but then you call your attorney. But call them when you're in the car first too, because you don't want no smoke. But workman comp in Illinois. I had a workman comp attorney reach out to me about being on the show, and he was explaining to me workman comp, and it's kind of crazy the Illinois law and how people are getting paid and don't know that they can. Can you talk to that?
Yeah, so basically you have like two separate rights under what's called the Workers' Compensation Act, and your first right is to temporary disability.
Mm.
So while you're hurt and still trying to return to work, you are entitled to benefits from your employer if in fact your injury is connected to your actual work and you were injured in the course and scope
Mm.
of your job. And then the second thing you're entitled to is a settlement at the end. So, along with those payments throughout the process, you're also entitled to a lump sum settlement at the end of the process, very similar to what you will receive in a personal injury lawsuit.
So let's talk because he was telling me, and I'm glad you're here because we have a lot of working class citizens. We all work,
Yes,
right?
yes.
And sometimes we get hurt on the job and we don't understand that we can call Attorney Jasmine that can represent us and help us to get our time off, get paid, get, you know, all of the rights that we deserve. So he mentioned like a lady was working a work from home job, bent over to plug her laptop up and hurt her back. And it fell under her workers' compensation insurance. Can you talk to some types in the different types of cases? Because I'm sure, look, Jarrell over there like, wait a minute. And he told me Illinois has some great laws to protect the workers. And if we don't
Mm-hmm.
know it, how do we know to call you?
Yeah, so basically it's covering anything in the course and scope of employment. So you could be in your car on the way to work. You could be in the parking lot. If you are, lifting a package or, just depending upon your job, driving a bus and you're hurt, you're eligible for it. And I think the unfortunate thing is a lot of people don't even know because your employer is not going to be like, hey, let me help you sue us. And they're not going to tell you. So it's really important to reach out to a experienced attorney where you can get that free consult and they can let you know about everything that is available to you because you want to be able to return to work and feel great again
Yeah.
essentially after an injury.
And so I'm like, all right, so I'm asking questions. Um, because I like to know before people are trying to come on the show and talk to our believers everything that they're doing and how it'll be beneficial. So my question was, hey, so if an employee sues their employer, do they now not have a job?
Oh, no, absolutely not. It's actually not legal for your employer to fire you because you were injured
They
on
call
the
that
job.
retaliatory,
Yes,
right?
and that's actually
Termination.
a separate lawsuit that you can file. That's a whole other
A
attorney
whole
that you
new
can
case.
retain at that point because I've had that happen to a client as well, and they were able to retain another attorney. So that is not a thing. If you are hurt, your job cannot just say, "So sorry, we're gonna have to let you go." You have rights, and that's why you have to get in contact with an attorney because you have jobs where they will tell you that. People
Mm,
do what they can get away with, and that's why, we have attorneys to fight the good fight on people's behalf. People like me.
that's right. Now, in this case, so if a worker, so I know with personal injury, they don't have to have money up front most times to retain an attorney. Is that the same with workers' compensation cases?
Yes, so it's on a contingency fee basis, and the attorney collects at the end based on that lump sum settlement. The fee is actually a little bit lower than personal injury, so it's like 20%. So it's definitely a great idea to retain an attorney if you are hurt at work.
Now listen, I sent so many people to personal injury attorneys. I was on John Marshall Law site to figure out if I would go just become one myself because I understand. I mean, people get hurt, unfortunately, and every day. And I told somebody jokingly, that's why I said remind me.
Oh,
I
yeah.
probably
I'm nervous.
refer 10 to 20 personal injury cases just throughout the year off GP. And it could be more, but for some reason, when people get hurt, they call me. I'm like, don't call me, call the doctor. But as soon as I'm told, I'm educating people, call my attorney
Yes.
because you have rights and you want to get paid if you hurt and they hurt you. You know, you get hit by somebody in their car or the bus, you need an attorney, a good one though,
Yes.
that's going to really advocate and represent you and get you what you deserve. Because I don't want it to sound like, oh, it's just a money grab. But listen, black folks, don't be crazy. As soon as you're in the car with somebody and they look like they finna hit somebody, you turn to them and say, yep, I'm going to sue both of y'all, them and you. I'm going to fall out. I'm going to get on the ground, roll around. I'm going to hold somebody record because I'm getting the maximum check if you get me in an accident. But the reality is if you don't have an attorney, you ain't getting nothing.
Yes, that's usually the case, unfortunately.
And I feel like I was getting a lot of phone calls as well, which is why I wanted to forge this relationship.
Yep.
Right? I'm getting a lot of phone calls too. I got somebody for y'all. When you call me, you can't find Jasmine for some reason, don't worry, call me. I'll help you get in contact with her.
Now, let's talk about that. What's the number for the believers who are saying, hey, attorney, because listen, I'm excited listening to both of you guys, right? Because I don't work for anybody, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately.
Yes.
So I can't get a worker's comp. And as an employer, I'll be honest, on the flip side, when he was telling me this stuff, it was like, hold up, bro. I don't want to be advocating, telling, teaching these people all of this stuff. But my job here on the show and as a community advocate is to educate people on all of the rights and resources that are available. I pray that they don't get hurt at the Dream Center, but if they do, we're prepared because we're insured to cover it. And so, Attorney India, we got people listening saying, I got this brand, I want to protect it, I want to learn more. How can they contact you?
Call me at 773-455-0711. Again, that's 773-455-0711.
And Attorney Jasmine, for anybody who's saying, you know what, I slipped at work, but I got up. My back still been hurting. I was in the parking lot and I tripped over something and I didn't report it. How can they reach you to learn if they have a case?
You can give me a call at 312-964-0857. Again, that's 312-964-0857. Or you can go on my website, which is jasminehassanlegal.com, and book a free consult with me.
All right, now listen.
And that's only with her, with
Yeah.
that free stuff. Okay, the free consultations, I ain't in the business of doing nothing for free. And I want to be real clear about that.
Oh, listen. In her attorney voice.
Yeah, I want to be real. I want to keep it real, keeping it real P for you. Don't call me for free.
That's why you the trap attorney.
Yeah.
But you know what? I understand both routes, right? I get it. I will say, what's the time limit on cases, right? So when I was in college for my brief stunt, I went in McDonald's and I slipped and fell. But it was some girls in there,
Not when I was
and
in
I was
college.
embarrassed, so I jumped right up real quick because I ain't want no smoke. How long can I go back to that McDonald's and try to get that footage?
I think college may have been more than 2 years ago.
Uh,
So I'm going to say no.
oh,
The statute of limitations in Illinois for personal injury cases is 2 years.
okay. How about for workman's comp?
3.
3. Okay. So if you had it, oh man, so if Jarrell, if you slip, no, look, Jarrell,
It's
like,
not too late for some of us.
no,
It's
three
not too
years,
late.
okay. But just think about it, and it's always good. I am so grateful that I have attorneys and I'm connected to attorneys because there's so many scams and people doing wrong out here. Because I tell you, I got a letter from somebody's attorney saying they hurt themselves at the Dream Center. And I'm like, that we weren't even open that week.
They was lying. I was about to say they
Because
was lying.
I'm like, but I couldn't respond. I had my attorney to respond, and we were able to get that case dropped. I've also had where somebody took my license plate and said we were in an accident together.
That's a thing.
That is a thing. And when I got it, I'm like, I don't remember hitting nobody or when did it. I'm like, Valencia, did you get in an accident? But it was a scam. But because I'm connected to attorneys, I had my attorney to be able to get that taken care of right away. But if you don't and you don't understand, you'll start paying people and because they like, we'll put you on the payment plan before we go further in litigation. And it's like, I'm not sending you one red cent.
At all.
I'm gonna have my lawyer reach out, and if this is real, we're gonna fight it. If it's not, you're gonna throw it out. And so I'm glad to be connected to both of you. India, let's drop a little bit more knowledge about why people need to call you to get their business trademark.
If you haven't registered your trademark, you don't own your brand. It can never be any more simpler than that. If you haven't registered your trademark, you don't own your brand. You don't know what opportunities you're leaving out there, money that you're leaving on the floor because you haven't taken ownership. You don't know what licensing or franchising opportunities that you're missing out on. You really just don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
So at a minimum, you want to have a consultation. You want to do the searches and see if you can take ownership. You want to know what's out there already. You also don't want to be blindsided by learning or finding out that somebody else has already registered something that's confusingly similar or identical to whatever it is that you're trying to work on, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's so many things that go with that. I tell people that you should have registered your trademark before you then filed your LLC or your corporation. If you know what you're going to call your brand name, if you know what you want to call your business, if you know what you want to hold yourself out as to society, you should be taking ownership of that.
That is smart. Fawn Weaver, the founder and CEO of Uncle Near, said she was not, before she even knew she was going to make a spirits brand, she said she knew she wanted to do something with the Uncle Near story and brand, but she wasn't going to do anything until she knew she could own the brand.
And I'm starting to see more people, even just through me being on radio. I got a new client, I think like a week ago. We're doing an intent to use application. There are two types of trademark applications out there. There's the 1A application, which is a use-based application saying I'm already using this in commerce, I'm already using this in the market. And then there's the 1B application, which is intent to use. Nike, Louis Vuitton, Dior, anybody you could think of that's really getting money, that's really doing big business, Beyonce, the Carters, anybody, they are registering their marks before they launch their brands. They are taking ownership before they launch them. They are ensuring that they are not wasting their money on a brand that they cannot own. Because you could be in that position. And I tell people, we done been in this situation so many times. I've shared messages with you all. I've posted messages where people message me and they say things like, hey, I got this cease and desist letter from this company and they're going to sue me for this much money. And they're saying that I got to throw away all of these t-shirts that I already had printed. All of this merch that I already paid for is going down the drain. I have wasted my money. I don't know what to do. And I want to be able to operate as whatever it is that I've been operating as, but I can't because I didn't take the right steps to make sure that I own it.
Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Jasmine, before we get out of here, what type of people should be calling you for either personal injury or workman's comp?
People who have been in car accidents. If you had a rear end collision, a lot of times people suffer from what we call soft tissue injuries. So that little pain in your back is actually a herniated disc that could potentially cause you pain for the rest of your life without surgery, without physical therapy, any slip and falls, any situations like you said where maybe you're in a store, there was some liquid on the ground, you didn't see it. And then anytime you're hurt at work, on your way to work, or doing anything work related, you may be covered and you may want to reach out to me.
And listen, take your feelings out of it. If you were to litigate and sue your employer, they cannot retaliate and let you go. You can continue to work. And, but that's why we have insurance to cover those things. Listen, Attorney India, You always drop the knowledge and bring great guests. I'm glad I got a chance.
I brought a gift today.
Yes, to meet attorney
Yes.
Jasmine Hassan. Heard great things about you, and now
Thank
I
you.
finally met you. Believers, make sure you're connecting with attorney India Rios. That's the 711 Law Group, and you can find her. What's her website one more time, really quick?
www.711lawgroup.com. That's www.711lawgroup.com.
And attorney Jasmine, your site?
JasmineHassanLegal.com. That's JasmineHassan, the word legal.com.
All right, and we'll have them on our Instagram page. Shout out to our production assistant, Justice, who holds it down. Listen, in the spirit of the late, great Reverend Clay Evans, no matter what you're going through, no matter how cold it may be physically or spiritually or emotionally, go home tonight, get in your bed, and go to sleep because angels are watching over you. Up next is AC Green. Believers, we love you. Wait a minute. Where's my backup? Where's my backup singer?
Yeah, we weren't ready. We weren't ready.
Believers, we love you. Baby
Eminem,
Eminem, we love you
you.
too.
India,
Up
we
next
love
again is AC India Jasmine. We love you. We are out. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, I need to be in there. India, we love you. When I'm here, I want to hear that. India, we
Well,
love
because we
you.
don't do love on Thursday.
India,
We
we
just
love
do
you.
Reverend Evans. I
Thank
forgot
you
that
guys
part.
so
I
much
did forget that
for
part.
tuning in today. I
I
gotta get out
forgot
of here
that.
though. It's booked and busy. Booked and busy Thursday.
We gotta get some pit. Hey, what you want, you old pervert?
Who that?
Hey, everybody, look, it's Otis.
Come on, don't do my man like that.
In Jamaica.
Don't do my man like that. Otis, I'm
Put
coming to
his shirt
visit.
open.
I'm coming to visit, Otis. I'm on my way to come see you.
Hey.
Oh yeah, really? Yeah, I'm on my
really?
way. Like, I'm just playing, Otis. I'm just playing.
She said she coming to get that Social Security check.
No.
All right, I'm gonna call you back.
I know Otis' stepson.
Who?
Terrence.
Oh, you know all the. Oh, wait. See y'all.
Yeah, I know Terrence. I know